America the Beautiful. Well, what's up, folks? This is God, Guns, and Money. There's the last one. I think we'll start at the end here. I'm making these YouTube videos to just basically give people awareness, let them know what's going on with the global economy, what the financial systems are up to. Also, let them know how to prepare for the future. I'm not going to get too crazy on everyone, not get all Alex Jones on them, but at the same time, that guy is a very intelligent dude. He knows a lot of things that a lot of other people don't know, so that's what I'm trying to do, is just raise awareness. So first off, we're just going to start with money. Got your attention, right? $20 bills. Bam. You guys all know what these are. You work all fucking day for them. Chances you have a 9-to-5 job. You go to the government and give them 10% of that. I know it sucks, but we all got to do it. And maybe if you learn a little bit more, you'll figure out ways of avoiding giving them all your money. Because that's pretty much all they want, is they just want all your money. So the first thing you need to look at is this. It says Federal Reserve note. What is the Federal Reserve? Well, hopefully you know what it's not owned by the U.S. It's not a government entity. It's a private entity owned by the richest bankers in the world. I'd suggest that if you don't know anything about that, you go ahead and watch a movie called American Dream. It's a good one. It's a little cartoon. It's on YouTube. Go check it out. Basically, what you need to know is that right now, a lot of you know that the economy is pretty shitty. It just about collapsed back in 2008, and they prevented it happening by basically just printing out a ton more money and just dishing it out to everyone. All of the biggest companies in the U.S. that were bankrupt got bailouts. Everyone heard about it, billion-dollar bailouts. Well, what you need to know is, where does all that money come from? Money is supposed to be backed by gold. But in this day and age, in 1971, Richard Nixon got rid of the gold standard. And so now money is just printed out endlessly by, Bernanke and his Federal Reserve crew. And so what happens when money is continuously just thrown out there? Bam, endlessly money, more money, bam. What happens to it? Well, it becomes worth nothing more than just the paper that it really is. Actually, this is mostly cotton, but and that's what creates inflation, and before you know it, your $20 bill is worth the same as your $50 bill was. Or your $100 bill is now worth what your $50 bill was. And then your 50 is worth what your 20, and basically there's ways to avoid this. And they call that hedging. Hedging against inflation. And the way I suggest to do that is by precious metals. For as long as human beings have existed, we've always used precious metals for a way of currency, pretty much. And there's a good saying that is, gold is the currency of kings, silver is the currency of gentlemen, bartering is the currency of peasants, and paper money here, as you can see, aka debt, because this is really just paper, it's not worth anything, is the currency of slaves. And that's what they got all of us doing. Slavery for this shit, which they just take right back from us. So to avoid that, you can collect silver. My friend over here is going to show us some silver. Do you want to... Well, I'll start. I guess we got some silver half dollars, some silver quarters. All of these are circulated coins. They're all pre-1964. As you can see, a lot of the silver from these days have been melted down into a newer fashion, which is 1-ounce coins. That's a American buffalo right there, and on the other side is an American eagle, I believe. Those are worth right now about $40, anywhere from $38 to $45, depending on who's selling or buying it, and depending on what the silver market is regulating. A lot of you know silver is regulated by spot price, and after it's been just put into a coin, it gains in value. As it gets older, people start collecting it. That's what these are. These are certified coins by NGC. They're the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They do grading of coins. Grading is done on a level of 0 to 70. You can look that up online. These are a couple of Morgan silver dollars right here. This is a 1879 silver dollar. Its condition is 63, and this is also a 1885 silver dollar right here. Sorry, its condition is also 63. Here's some counterfeit silver dollars. Not counterfeit, I'm sorry. They're just replicas. You can tell because when you look right there, it says copy. These are done by Westminster Mint. It's just basically a way of saving your money. And I really recommend that everyone start putting their money into silver and gold, because not so much that silver and gold are going to be worth a whole lot. It's basically, it's all relative. It's going to be worth a lot more in relation to American currency, into Federal Reserve currency, which is what the US dollar is, but it's really not the US dollar. It's the private corporate banker dollar that owns the US, that we're all slave to. So what you need to know is to enjoy Funyuns, but to also be aware of what's going on in this world. If you want to try to save your money, go ahead and save it, put it in banks. But if you watch authors like Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, he'll go ahead and tell you that that's the poor dad mentality, is to go to college, save money, get a good job, and you know, retire. That's the poor way of thinking, because the 401ks, all of those, they get taxed by the government. I mean, I know they got their incentives where you can get tax-free 401k, but mostly it's just a way of working for someone else, putting money in their pocket, and not being independent. So that's what this country was found on. Independence, never forget it. So don't steal, the government hates competition, and don't be one of their sheep. But what you need to know is that eventually this system right here, these Federal Reserve notes, are going to crash. And when they do crash, the shit's going to hit the fan, and you're going to need to be prepared. And that's what all this is right here. Survival gear. My friend will show you. I got some different things of water right here. Good to save, good to have, you know. Get it at Trader Joe's, wherever. Just make sure that you got some extra water stock, because, you know, if your water shut off, what would you do tomorrow? These are MREs. They have good shelf lives. This fig bar here looks like it's good for, you know, many, many years. And same with these guys. Also right here, look, we got some government water underneath. And then what's this? This emergency ration. All of this stuff, you know. I'm sure it's not that tasty, but what would you do if you went to the supermarket and it was empty? Would you go collect food out in the woods? Probably not. I've got emergency ration water right here. It's a 5-year shelf life. And then, of course, if you want to be hiding somewhere, you know, with your food, assuming everything's gone bad, you're going to need some form of protection. Right there we have a Smith & Wesson 357, along with some shell casings. Remember to always register your guns legally. I don't recommend having illegal firearms. All of these registered guns are legal. You know, that's why we have amendments. These are some nice, what rounds are those? 35s? Looks like we have some ammo pouches. What were those? Oh yeah, 357s, I'm sorry. I forgot a 7 on there. You also got a Glock. This right here is it's a 380. Yeah, that's right. You know, just I don't, honestly, I'm not a very violent person. I wouldn't, you know, ever recommend hurting someone for an unnecessary reason, but the truth being is that there's a lot of bad people in this world that might want to hurt you, and you need to protect yourself, and that's why our country has laws like you're allowed to carry firearms. So I'd recommend that if you don't have a gun, take some gun safety courses, go to your local firing range. They sometimes rent out firearms, practice shooting, you know, be prepared. Not so much so that you can hurt other people, but so that you can prevent them from hurting you. You know, so we're not crazy. We're not a bunch of crazy redneck dudes that just want to get all the gays out and fucking run amok in our big trucks. We're just private citizens like Jefferson was, like Franklin was. We believe in things like, you know, growing hemp. We don't believe that should be illegal at all. That's about all I have to say for today. That's the first video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Not too radical. I'm going to get into some more specific stuff about, you know, coin collecting. I think that's an interesting thing to do these days because it has a very good return on it. It's not like collecting troll dolls or something like that. Pogs. These are actually things that you can make money off of and give to your kids and, you know, really help build your family's future. A couple more coins I'm going to end with today to show you. This right here is a Peace Dollar, 1922, MS66, rated by NGC. It is certified. Last I checked online, it was worth about $785. Very rare. There's not a lot of these online. Then another coin is a 1987 Panda from China. And you can see that it was a lot cheaper when I bought it. I think the price is up to about $1,500. There's the mint mark right there, a little Y. I got two of them here. There's another one right here with the S mint from a different, minted at a different spot. And these weigh a little bit more than an ounce actually. They're a troy ounce. They're about 32 grams. That's about it. Stay safe, be cool, and don't forget to enjoy life, and most of all, fuck the government.